damage? 2, chase down humans. But you do. Because here's the terrifying truth. This isn't a nightmare. It's happening right now. Wild boars, muscular.
Texas is home to 3 main types of wild hogs. First, the feral hog, descended from domestic pigs. They come in many shapes, sizes, and colors. Second, the Eurasian wild boar, introduced in the early 1900s for hunting, recognizable by their coarse mane and sharp tusks. And third, the hybrids, powerful crosses of feral and Eurasian stock. Today, most wild hogs in Texas are these hybrids, blending speed, strength, and cunning. Often mistaken for them is the javelina, a native animal, but it's smaller, unrelated, and not part of this invasion. The wild boar, also known as the feral hog, is one of the most adaptable animals on Earth. Intelligent, powerful, and highly destructive, they thrive in forests, fields, and even suburban backyards. Originally brought by settlers as domestic pigs, many escaped, turning wild. Over time, they grew stronger, tougher, and more dangerous. The damage is devastating. Feral hogs cause more than $50 million in agricultural losses in Texas every year. They destroy crops, erode soil, and damage ranch infrastructure. Worse still, they compete with native wildlife for food, destroy nests, and spread disease to livestock, and even humans. For many Texans, this is more than an inconvenience. It is a war for survival against a relentless invader. It's no longer just a rural problem. Across Texas, feral hogs are pushing into towns, suburbs, even the edges of major cities. Under the cover of night, they move through neighborhoods, digging up gardens, breaking fences, and destroying yards. For residents, the damage is more than cosmetic. These powerful animals can weigh hundreds of pounds and show little fear of humans. Families wake up to find their lawns plowed like farmland. Cars swerve to avoid hogs on busy roads. In some cases, wild boars even force their way into backyards and homes, putting pets and people at risk. The urban invasion is the latest chapter in Texas's war with feral hogs. No longer contained to fields and forests, these animals are at the doorstep of modern life, raising urgent questions about safety, control, and coexistence.
That is a man right there. Looks like he's missing a cutter on his left side. He's got some teeth. That hog's over 200 pounds. That hog is well over 200 pounds. When they start getting shoulders like
With
that,
more than 3 million feral hogs tearing through
you know
Texas,
they've got some size
the
to
question
them.
isn't if we fight back, but how. Over the years, landowners and officials have turned to a variety of control methods, each with its own risks, costs, and controversies. 1. Trapping. Trapping is one of the most common techniques. Corral traps and drop gates can capture entire sounders, whole family groups of hogs, reducing their numbers quickly. But hogs are clever. Once they learn to avoid a trap, they rarely return. 2. Hunting. Hunting remains a popular method, both by landowners and sportsmen. From rifles and bows to high-tech thermal scopes, hunters can remove dozens of hogs each season. Yet, despite thousands killed each year, hunting alone can't keep pace with the booming population. 3. Helicopter gunning. In Texas, the war has even taken to the skies. Helicopter gunning allows marksmen to target entire herds across wide areas of farmland. It's fast, effective, and dramatic, but costly and far from practical for every landowner. Fourth, poison and fertility control researchers are testing chemical poisons and fertility controls. The goal, slow reproduction at the source. But these methods raise serious concerns. Risks to livestock, wildlife, even water supplies. For now, they remain experimental. Texas now faces a challenge unlike any other. With millions of hogs roaming free, no single strategy will end this invasion. But the truth is clear. This crisis did not begin with the Boars. It began with us. Humans brought pigs to Texas. Humans released Eurasian boars for sport. And humans created the perfect conditions for their spread. The wild boar overpopulation is not just a story of animals. It is a story of human choices and the consequences that follow. And until we face that truth, the herds will keep growing. The future of Texas land depends not only on how we fight the wild boar, but on how we change our relationship with nature itself.